What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, allegedly Elise, and I'm here to give you my thoughts and my opinions on Ready to Love. Let's talk about it. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers who continue to support me. It means the world to me. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for joining. Please feel free to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. We open with the ladies meeting with Tommy at the ladies' lounge. He's being straight up when he says you consistently date the type of men that are not a good match for you. Now, while I receive it, are you giving that same advice to the men? So for this reason, the women are tasked with spending time with men that they don't normally go for. And Chrysanthemum is sitting over there like, whew, thank goodness. This buys me some more time on the show to find a plan B. So first up is Alexis. She meets up with Ron to play a couple rounds of miniature golf. Now it's funny to me that she calls Ron her number 2, but she expects him to keep her in that number 1 slot. Okay, sis, I guess. Not trying to be funny, but is it me or does Alexis spend so much time trying to seek the number 1 spot in Ron's life rather than actually getting to know Ron? She shares with Ron that she's also attracted to AJ, but he's the kind of guy that she normally goes for. So she's here with him to see what's up. Ron, that don't tell you something? That don't make you feel a way that she's forcing her way into number 1 in your life, but clearly you're not number 1 in her life. I guess. If you like it, I love it. Now, Alexis wants to know what puts her ahead of Chrysanthemum. And he gives her that I'm trying to lead with my queen spiel. And that seems to work for Alexis. In his interview, Ron says that Alexis allows him to lead. Yeah, everything but the number 1 spot, bruh. And that they would be a power couple. Are you trying to use Alexis for her Great Day Houston contacts and connects? Next, Amber meets up with AJ. She says that he gives off Playboy vibes, and she's not shy about sharing that to AJ's face. She tells him that you need to put forth an effort because I'm not one of these girls that's about to be out here putting in all the work, courting you. You need to court me. Now, after Amber got what she needed to get off her chest, sis felt like she said, are we done here? Because there's nothing with this guy. AJ is a representation of most, not all, but most men in Houston. They want you to do all the work. They want you to court them. They want to almost feel like the lady when it comes to the dating process. And it needs to be addressed. Chrysanthemum meets up with Chris at the Seaside Lounge. Now, side note, is it just me or does Chrysanthemum not give off Kiki Watts' little baby sister vibes? Is it just me? Anyway, they discuss their childhood, and it really explains why Chrysanthemum is so dry when it comes to her affection. She says that her mom was not affectionate, and she thought that love was taking care of you, which in her mind has impacted her approach when it comes to dating. Chris tells her, look, when it comes to the chemistry between us, I'm getting a 70-30 vibe. I'm an all or nothing kind of brother. So I'm going to stick it on out with my girl Amber because we vibe at 100%. Speaking of Amber, sis said, reclaiming my time from the AJ smoothie and park date. So she meets up with Joelle at Lucio's. You heard me? They discuss Joelle's process of moving forward after the loss of his wife, as well as the age difference between him and Amber, and the fact that he has kids. Amber said that she would never try to replace their mother, but she loves kids. And while this is all great, Brother Joelle said he cannot stop thinking about Vernicia. Their date ends with a cute little peck on the cheek from Amber. Next, Liz takes Jason to the downtown aquarium. They discuss Liz's desire to be in an abstinent relationship. And after Jason gets all of his jokes out about something that Liz is clearly quite serious about, then he says, I'll support it. It'll be a struggle, but I will support it. They go for a ride on the Ferris wheel, and Jason seizes the opportunity to sneak in a kiss. And my girl Liz is a pro. What Liz did was, you know what? You're not gonna grab my face anymore and just randomly kiss me. So let me just lay right here on your shoulder so that you'll think this is so romantic and we'll just enjoy the view. Now, while Liz thinks that Jason is the perfect gentleman, she says her feelings for David are just too strong to deny. Meanwhile, 3 blocks away, AJ is waiting with flowers for Kyra to arrive at Tony's. Kyra shares that she feels that AJ is a wild card, so they play a game of Never Have I Ever over lobster. There seems to be a breakdown in communication regarding whether or not AJ ever communicated what he needed in past relationships. Sis, be careful how you sitting up here antagonizing this man about his past when you're also a member of Club Single. Sis, you probably got a VIP membership. Be careful when you're single and you're pointing out someone else's flaws as to why they're single. We're single in this together. Now, AJ quickly recovers by explaining that he's always had to figure things out for himself. That's how he was raised. He tells Kyra, I'm trying to figure out now how to bond and communicate in a relationship. And that seems to work for her. Oh my God, I got excited for like 2 seconds, y'all. I have to share this. So I am a Taste Bar fanatic. I love that place. Their food never fails. Their cocktails never fail. They have the best soul food ever. You can do the chicken and the waffles. You can do the greens. You can do, oh my gosh, their mac and cheese. It's just a whole meal by itself. Their food is so good. Not to mention the cotton candy cocktail where they put the cotton candy in and then the liquor on top of it and it melts out. Still trying to mimic that recipe. Still trying. I'm so glad that I can just go now. But anyhow, I digress. This is where Vernicia and Dietrich meet up. They discuss her expectations and she says, I need you to be a leader. You know, HOH type of stuff, head of household, ready to put it here on your taxes. I need you to pick up some slack and lead me. Dietrich asks, well, can you see those qualities in me? And Vernicia's like, I don't even know you like that. Now, for some reason, Dietrich has decided that he wants to continuously call Vernicia a tough woman. Bro, that's not a compliment. This fool says, I'm nervous and I don't want to eat no more, but I will walk you to your car. Did you just end a date? Y'all listen, hold up, listen for a moment. As Dietrich falling to the bottom. The ladies reconvene with Tommy and catch him up on their dates. Alexis talks about her date and says that it was magical. Girl, it was putt-putt golf. Stop. She then takes a butter knife and sticks it to Chrysanthemum a little harder by saying, but he did say I was his #1. Cheers. Girl, you so extra, but okay, girl. This clearly bothers Chrysanthemum because in her interview, she says, well, he shows me something different, so I'm not bothered by Alexis. And you know what I'm gonna say. Okay, girl. Now, Amber avoids discussing her community service with AJ and jumps right into her date with Joelle. She talks about how romantic the date is and how they exchanged kisses, and this hits Vernicia a little hard because she hasn't shared a kiss with Joelle as of that moment. Girl, I promise it was so innocent. Like pastors be out here giving them old kisses on the cheeks to women over 75, okay? Kyra talks about her redemption date with AJ and how romantic it was. And Tommy says, but did he pay though? She said that this date definitely made up for the bad date that they had years ago. Now she says her picks are between Jason and AJ. Jason because he's a safe bet, and AJ there's some uncertainty because he can come off a little bit flirty to everyone else. Moving on, Liz shares her date with Jason and how he went in for the kiss. Kyra says this rubs her the wrong way, but it's cool because she's highly competitive. See y'all, this is how Houston is, real talk. Now you want him more because someone else could possibly want him, but wasn't he just your plan B? To me, it's just like a kid who has a toy but wants a new toy. They get that new toy and then they set the old toy down, want nothing to do with it. They know, hey, this is a safe bet. I can always come back to this toy when I get ready. It'll always be here just waiting for me. But then when another kid walks up and grabs the toy, all of a sudden, hey, that's my toy, I want it. Grow up. So this week, Dietrich, Chris, and AJ are the ladies' picks for the bottom, which clearly hits a nerve when it comes to AJ for Kyra. She tries to jump in and defend him while Amber is talking, and Sis said, not today. See, I didn't say anything when you all decided to put Chris on the bottom and your reasons why. So you gonna let me get out what I got to say about AJ. Kyra meets up with Dietrich while Alexis meets up with AJ. Now AJ is clearly digging around in the bottom of his little bag trying to find the last trick he got because he knows that it's elimination time. So when Alexis says, I don't really know if you feeling me, he goes in and pulls her and sets her right next to him. Now Alexis had to check herself and say, remember, you're here for the ladies, not to fill up on AJ. I don't know why y'all sent Alexis. Why didn't y'all send Liz? He thinks that that woman is like Mother Teresa. He would have never pulled that with her. Then she gets right to the point. You're on everybody's bottom. Sis, you couldn't gently let him down? Meanwhile, Dietrich says that he's still trying to figure out who's really here to find love. None of y'all. Really, it's like a game of spades. I got one in a strong possible. I got Vernicia and Joelle, and then maybe Chris and Amber. That's it. The rest of y'all just playing. Kyra tells him that he needs to open up more, and with that, we find out that Dietrich is not ready to love. And AJ has been put on notice. We see you. We see you. Alexis tells AJ, you need to get it together, especially with me. Sis, you a whole producer. You don't know how to put words together better than this? And that's where we leave it for this week. So I want to know, do you think that the ladies made the right decision to eliminate Dietrich and put AJ on notice? Let's chat about it down in the comments. Until the next time, I'm allegedly Elise. Peace.